What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's go over that Buccaneer offense. First, the Bills. It was a close one near the end, but early on, this offense was firepower, all the above. But let's go over the OT thriller first. Once the Bucs offense got it, they knew what to do with it. Check out Mike Evans, top of your screen, drawing a flag. Plus, is this a flag? I mean, there was a lot of controversy throughout the game, but is this one truly a flag?
It pretty much is a flag. Yeah, you can't, impede the receiver from, going back to the football. Yes, it's underthrown, and yeah, you could say, what is the defender supposed to do? But yeah, they're going to call that every time. It was a good call and the right call.
Well, like you just said, you can't impede the receiver. The receiver's trying to come back for the ball. Your head's not turned around. Doesn't matter you're throwing your hands in the air. You got to allow the receiver opportunity to go after the ball. So do you. Get your head around. This is right after a sack. Gronk catching it, doing something with it. I mean, this is huge. I mean, it was 10-yard loss, and then he gets this immediately right back. So what do you like with the Gronk here?
I like the concept. Again, they're just having Gronk it look like he's going to be an inline blocker. He goes out to the flat. Again, they stretch the field with the vertical with Perriman, I believe, or is that Tyler Johnson?
Tyler
But
Johnson.
again, you open up space, and Gronk does a great job of really running and making the next play, very manageable, which ends up being the touchdown, as we're going to see here. They run a mesh concept, which was a surprise, but it worked to perfection. I think the first option was going to Godwin, but Godwin gets held up here, so not really open. And then Tom does a great job of shuffling back to Perriman as he's got the easy matchup, on the linebacker. He's going to win that one and just run away with it.
What I love seeing is Joe Tryon over here running the distance to go celebrate with his teammate. But we're going to see from a different angle. This was an awesome concept read, and supposedly Perriman was like the fifth read. That is insane. So you see these two crossing. Mike Evans going to cross. Everyone's going to go with him. BP coming across. Edmonds is the only one there. He's one hell of a linebacker, but BP's got some speed, and he just takes over there. But
Right.
now let's look at the big runs. Look at Donnie getting in front, demolishing people. I love it. I want more of it. But what do you think of Lenny here on the massive run?
I just want to give a very big shout out to our offensive line. They are the best offensive line in football, period. They've been outstanding this year, and they were really great on that touchdown game winner, the previous play. But here, Marpet, Alex Kappa, and then Donovan Smith all getting out in front, demolishing people. That's how you make these kind of runs. And Fournette doesn't have to do much, takes it all the way.
Now let's check out Mike Evans. If you're one-on-one with Mike Evans, just throw this bad boy up, and this is what Tom Brady does, like a laser on a rope. Look at that, high pointing to Mike Evans coming down with the ball. But break it down a little bit more. I mean, look at the other side of the field. Gronk's getting two-man attention over here. So, I mean, one-on-one, like I said, with Mike Evans, that's me all day.
Right. Yeah. It's a great concept. Again, great protection up front. Tom Brady does a great job of reading it correctly. He's looking pretty much Mike the whole way here. Slides over and then makes a great throw and a great catch by the tandem. And Mike's on his way to breaking his touchdown record.
For real. I mean, this feels like there's a record being broken every week now. But here, again, another big run by Lenny. Lenny's been on a run where, 100-yard games back to back. Just the offensive line, you can't give him enough credit. Like a Marpet pulling, getting blocks. Look at Gronk here, too. Check this out. Let me show you this. Let me rewind this. Gronk initially on this man. Then he breaks off and gets the other guy. This is great team effort. Blocks all around. You wonder why runs are springing loose. This is it right here. Break it down a little bit more.
Yeah, the Bucks are doing a great job with their run game. I think they're being more versatile in their blocking scheme, obviously with the pooling of the guards and getting the movement going one way, going back the other way. It's really nice to see. And Fournette, read it correctly here and got a nice run.
Efficiency and just execution. And more Lenny Fournette being an option. Once he catches it and he's moving forward in the open field, nasty. And also give Godwin some credit. Plus, tell me about this.
Godwin is he's a beast. This is why he's the most valuable player I think on the team offensively. He does things like this where he takes two guys out and helps Fournette get even more yards. But this is a play of it's an extension of the running game, and they're doing it pretty well with the screens that they incorporate.
And it's hard to defend because you're worried about the deep options. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin going deep. And then you got a little short pass like this with blockers in front of you. It's dangerous. And here again, another good run. Rojo, I have a feeling in the playoffs he's going to be disgusting. They're just keeping him under wraps. But check out Donnie here. Just when he has his mind set on blocking, run blocking, he is disgusting. I mean, check this one out. Runs him into the ground, into the dirt. Plus, tell me more.
Yeah, being physical. Again, it's just a good blocking scheme here. Doing a little split zone. And Ronald Jones does a great job getting through the gaps there, set up by Kappa and Jensen. But yeah, Donovan Smith finishing the play. That's what you got to do. Just don't want to hurt Godwin there. Be careful of how hard you finish. But that was a great play.
I love Rojo's head turn. Like, what the hell was that? Just funny stuff. All right, so we keep going down. Now Mike Evans, he had one hell of a day yet again. I mean, it's like a quiet one hell of a day too. I mean, check this middle of the zone throw right here by Brady. It looks like it should be a easy throw. Check from the reverse angle. Look at this. You think this is going to go to Godwin, right? This guy's in the middle zone. Nothing's going to be there. Goes right behind him to Mike Evans. And this is an amazing anticipatory throw. I mean, look at that. Little back shoulder. Nice. Tell me more.
Yeah, it's very nice, and you look at the concept. It's really good. You have a nice level concept. Pretty much everyone's occupying a zone, and it just opens up options for Brady. And when you can find Mike in the middle of the field, that's where you want to go because he's so consistent. And then this play, talk about anticipation. Again, just knowing that Mike has the open space here towards the sideline, and it's as perfect as it's going to get. Mike, with his big body, knows how to shield the defender and gets both feet down.
I mean, with a man in his face, too. Brady, I mean, he makes some incredible throws. We're going to talk about some of his other throws that he missed later in the game, but this one is insane. I mean, loft, you thought this ball was never going to come down. Where does it end up? In the perfect spot. I mean, so there's a reason why he gets called the GOAT. He makes throws like that. Anticipation, he's got it. And now let's look at Gronk and the levels concepts that we mentioned a lot on the live streams, on the podcast, on everything. Just break this down for me. How are these guys getting open with the play action and just these deep routes and everything coming together?
Right. Yeah. Basically, at the top of the screen, you have two stacked verticals that, Jalen Darden and I think that's Perriman are going to run as they're just going downfield here, get down the field quickly. And then you have Godwin and Gronk coming across the middle along with Lenny Fournette as well. So pretty much it's a two vertical on the top and then a flood concept to the right side. And it's really pick your poison because you got options. So it's really nice. And then kind of same thing here. Again, same level concept. Gronk's getting the attention. That's going to open up Godwin and others underneath. And, obviously it's a big play.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of it's just drawing attention to other sides of the field and then opening up areas underneath. Because, I mean, that's what this offense is all about. Like, just everyone's scared of the deep option, so everyone keeps sending usually 2 or 3 safeties deep. Something's, don't get beat by the deep ball, make them earn it underneath. And Brady's just taking it. I mean, look at again, same concept. Guys underneath, 1 deep option, could be 2 deep options, but just read where the holes are and attack it. You can't defend everyone on this field, on this Bucs offense. It's insane how many options they have. And then also, if you're covering deep all the time, you're sending everyone back, everyone's flying back. Well, Godwin underneath for a screen, eat them up, and just it looks beautiful in the middle of the field too. Tell me more.
Yeah, right. And like you said, a lot of these teams are playing a lot of cover 2, cover 3, cover 4 concepts where they're dropping guys back into zone coverage. And a great way to take advantage of that is doing screens like this, whether it be in the middle of the field or outside. This one just comes up short of a first down, but still, it's a great executed play. And it's something where, you can use as your running game. Again, here's a great screen, throwing it, good, accurate ball by Brady. You have your blockers out in front. Great block by Gronk, Donovan Smith, Ryan Jensen, and Godwin does a great job of, turning into a running back here and getting the most he can.
Yeah, but like you said, good throw, letting him secure the catch and then make the block set up and then make something with the ball after he catches it. So that's a good executed throw by Brady in play. This is where in the red zone, I didn't like this. I mean, play action, let this thing set up. Okay, we got guys coming in, set up your blocks. Even Jensen's going to get this last guy. So hopefully, once he catches the ball, he can kind of get up and under, get a touchdown. But execution wasn't there. He throws it to the ground, forces Godwin to fall down to get the ball. I mean, you got to throw this to where your playmaker can make a play. I didn't like this. Red zone insufficiencies. I don't like it. Tell me more.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it all goes back to that execution, and the throw wasn't good here. So, like you said, it doesn't allow you to set up your blocks, and that ends up in a loss of gain, and then also loss of down, and now you're fighting in the red zone for you're backed up. So it all goes to execution. And here is some of the throws that just weren't executed properly. Continuing a theme here, Brady was just off the mark a little bit too much in the second half. It seems like he was trying to overprotect his receivers a little bit too much instead of just putting the ball, trying to fit it on them instead of, anticipate and do a little bit too much with his throws. Here, same thing. This is wide open, and usually he puts this right on him. And whatever reason, he's just short arming the throws here.
And that was something we kind of discussed in the live stream. Some people were saying maybe his arm's getting tired from the volume of throws he's getting. But this is like you say, wide ass open. Middle of the field, easy throw. And there's no one in his face. This is all day to throw. No one within almost 5 yards. He bounces it to him. So that's got to get fixed up. And this is the one Romo said during the telecast. Worst throw I've ever seen by Brady. I mean, this is behind Gronk. There's no one. I mean, that's distance. That is wide the hell open. I mean, he just misses it. I mean, that you can't tell me, oh, Gronk ran the wrong direction. If you're wide the hell open, just throw it on him. Tell me more.
Yeah, it's got to just put it on him here. I mean, he's open, put it on the 8 and the 7 and let him, run up field. So, yeah, this is just uncharacteristic misses. And this one was uncharacteristic decision by Brady. Usually he doesn't do things like this where he's falling off his back foot and just, lofting it up there towards Brady's direction. And he's lucky this one wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, in the wrong area, too, the red zone. Just look how awkward this is. Even the footwork, this is very uncharacteristic. On his tiptoes, lofting it, and it's behind him. I mean, if you're going to throw this, throw it on the floor in front of him where only he can catch this. I mean, he may get hit. Like you said, maybe he's defending his guys a little too much. But, I mean, that was not a good decision. And now, I mean, it wasn't all just bad decisions. This is right on him. To me, this is holding by this guy, but the refs weren't throwing flags. Obviously, the Bills felt that way. We felt that way too, but still, like, there were throws where Godwin had opportunities, Gronk had opportunities. We just didn't make them in the second half, and as they were in the first half. So, I mean, there's things there, but the missed throws, they got to get hit. I mean, this is just something that's got to get cleaned up. What'd you see here?
You're right. I agree with you. This was a great concept. I love the play call. Get Brady out on the move, and usually he makes this throw. But yeah, there is holding here at the top of this or the bottom of the screen, right there at the 50-yard line. So I mean, he puts it in a good spot where if Godwin gets unimpeded, he probably makes that catch, and maybe it's a touchdown. So. Yeah, I think overall this offense is right where it needs to be. It's just little things that are holding them back. But guys, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully we break it down for you pretty good in this one. Offense is on a roll again, 30 points again, and now they're trying to do it against the Saints coming up. But give us a like, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below what you think of the offense.